Hello there YouTube, it's your Bobby3, back with another kicking action figure review. And today's super cool, super ace review is over the Mcfarlane Toys Black Lantern Earth-2 Superman from their DC Multiverse line, the Blackest Nightwave, and the Atrocitus Build-A-Figure Wave. Now, the box for the figure just says Black Lantern Superman, which is technically incorrect. Black Lantern Superman was when the Resurrection Black Lantern ring attached itself to Superman's finger. I think I reviewed the DC Direct for that Black Lantern Superman forever ago, if you want to check out that review. But this is the Earth-2 Superman. You can tell because he's got the tethered cape, like the strips of cloth. That's a big giveaway. But the main giveaway is that he's zombified. This is the Superman from Earth-2 that was killed fighting Superboy Prime during Infinite Crisis. Yeah, really love Infinite Crisis. I've reviewed Infinite Crisis and Blackest Night on this channel if you want to check them out. But yeah, this is the Earth-2 Superman. He does come with a couple things. Comes with a trading card, which they've returned to doing comic book art on. That makes me so happy. Because I hated the product shots, kinda. There's the info about Kal-El, not a EL, just an L, you know? At the Daily Star. And he also comes with a normal stand, not a flight stand. But not any actual accessories. I think that's a bummer. They should have given him some open hands or whatnot. And while we're talking about accessories and hands, so you can see Black Lantern ring right there, right? What's this guy missing? Yeah, they forgot to give the Black Lantern his Black Lantern ring. You know, the thing that gives him his powers? The thing that brought him back to life? Yeah, they forgot to sculpt it on his hands. That is a huge, huge oversight. Like, I thought it was bad enough on some of these other figures where they, like, weren't painting the ring a different color than the hand, which is on all of them except the Green Lantern. It's like that. And then on this guy, they just forget the ring entirely. That is a huge issue. That is a big deal. If you're gonna sculpt a Lantern character, you have to give them their ring. You have to give them their ring. That's just a huge oversight. Huge no-no. But, other than that, detail and paint are pretty good. You know? I like his big House of L symbol. I like his cape, you know, coming off the symbol. And, you know, you get the one in the center, the nice tethers. I think that's really cool. I don't know if... is this one supposed to bend out like that? I think that's intentional, but I'm not sure. These are connected, so the two on the sides are each connected to each other. It doesn't really bother me. Might someone else. Doesn't bother me, though. Lots of great detail, including inside the joints. Very nice metallic paint. I mean, this joint here isn't metallic paint. It's just, you know, the plastic color, but that's fine. That doesn't bother me. Really good head sculpt. Like his nasty yellow teeth, his lack of lips. Really good. He is supposed to have silver hair on the sides. He's supposed to have a little silver hair on the sides because he was an older Superman. I'm pretty sure he had hair on that. He might not have had it consistently across Blackest Night books, but I know he had it in at least one of them. Why do I know that? Once again, it's on the art here. Yeah. And I know the House of L symbol is a little different, but that could just be artistic license, I guess. And I suppose the hair could too, but it does help him stand out against the, you know, normal Earth one. So I would prefer that gray hair. Plus, that's how I'm going gray. So, you know, got that parallax gray going on. Anyways, I like how you can see, like, the jawbone through that hole in his face. I like the skin tone they picked for him. I really like the figure. I really like it. I would prefer gray hair on the sides, and why the hell doesn't he have a ring? That's just a huge oversight. That's like unforgivable, honestly. Oh, I accidentally put his rubber covering inside him. But now that we're talking about the rubber covering, let's get to articulation. You got up and down on the head, wobble side to side. You know, you got that big old joint in there, up and down, forward and back. You got, oh, sorry, come on, bicep swivel, there we go. Double elbow bend, forward and back on the wrists, rotation on the wrists. You know, you got exactly the torso and waist movement you would expect. Forward and back on the leg, it can go back pretty well thanks to the rubber covering. You know, you get the in and out, tiny little bit of swivel there, but not terribly much. You do have a double knee bend, up and down on the foot, ankle pivot there, and little toe beans. So yeah, he articulates well, but I do wish they bothered sculpting his ring on and actually giving him real accessories like interchangeable hands. You could have at least given him a little something. I know it's a Superman and accessories aren't the biggest deal, but like just a couple extra hands, or maybe at least upgrade him to a flight stand since you're not going to give him any interchangeable hands. Maybe upgrade him to a flight stand. I don't know. But he does also come with BAF parts. He comes with the legs for the founder of the Red Lanterns, Atrocitus. So Atrocitus will probably be the next review. We'll have to see. I don't know. But when I review Atrocitus, I will show him in size comparisons with all the other figures from this wave that were required to build him. Speaking of size comparisons, let's get into those. So first up, I'm going to compare him with a DC Multiverse figure from outside his wave, just so you can see him with maybe something a little different, but it is a relevant figure for him. It is the DC Multiverse Superboy Prime, which is actually one of my favorite DC Multiverse figures. You know, so this is the Superboy that killed him. Oops. So that's what they will look like together. I wish they would give us a Yellow Lantern Superboy Prime. That would be so cool. Anyways, let's get him out of there. Now let's compare him with figures from his own wave. First up, another Black Lantern. You kind of saw this guy a second ago. Black Lantern Firestorm, aka Deathstorm. He's Black Lantern Firestorm in Blackest Night and Deathstorm in Brightest Day. Pretty cool. I think they look great together. Now let's move Deathstorm aside and show him next to Black Lantern Batman, who wasn't really Black Lantern Batman. I think they also look cool together. And this Superman, he's like intentionally thinner than Superman normally would be because, you know, he's a corpse, so keep that in mind. Batman's suit is all padded and everything, and, you know, to defend himself, but, you know, Superman's wouldn't be. Let's move him out of the way. Next up, the only Lantern in the wave that's not a Black Lantern, we have Green Lantern Kyle Rayner in my favorite outfit of his. They look pretty good together too. I think that's great. You'll see him compared with Atrocitus in Atrocitus's review. Next up, how about one of Mattel's DC Multiverse figures from back in the day. Here he is with the Burnside Barbara Gordon Batgirl. She is too small for him, even though she is a younger lady. She was still an adult at the time of this outfit's appearance, and she's just way too small. Oops. You know, while we're still doing Mattel's, let's actually compare him with a DC Universe Classics, which is probably Mattel's most famous DC line. Here he is with another Lantern Superman villain. The Sinestro Corps Cyborg Superman that I got from Dragon Con many years ago. As you can see, they do not scale well together at all. Unfortunate. But let's show one more DC line. This is from the DC Direct, DC Collectibles, DC Essentials line. It's our DC Essentials Superman. And I think they scale just fine together. I mean, they are both in the same scale, because Mattel's scale was 6-inch and these guys are 7-inch. So that's good that he scales with DC Direct, especially since Mcfarlane has kind of taken over releasing those figures. But yeah, this actually makes me very, very happy. Because this is kind of my go-to basic Superman these days. Yoink, let's move him to the side. And yeah, that's it. He scales well with his own line, which is really what matters. So all in all, my thoughts on this Superman, he's not a bad figure. I feel like he could have used more accessories, or at least, a flight stand to kind of compensate for that. He scales well with his own line, as I said, which is great. His scale is perfect. He's got good detail and paint. It's just not having the ring is insane. That is a huge, huge mistake. I have absolutely zero clue how they made it past prototyping without a ring. I can't fathom it. I honestly can't. So that's it. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below. Facebook, Twitter, etc. I will be reviewing Atrocitus very soon, as well as Rebirth Batman. But I got a lot of DC stuff to review. I still got some Spawn, King Kong. I got Predator, Street Fighter, Power Rangers, Super Sentai, Ninja Turtles, Godzilla, Ultraman, Marvel. More DC, of course, as I said. I got SCP, Universal Monsters, Kamen Rider. Did I say Kamen Rider and Ultraman? Who even knows? I got so much to review I can't even remember. But that's it. Thank you once again, and I'll see you all next time.